So for our lapel chokes, we have a couple little basic setups, and they're more like, body movements and stuff to kind of sell the fact that I'm digging out my lapel, I'm gonna pass it, but we still gotta keep our partner controlled. So again, selling this with shoulder pressure, you can either pass the lapel or just a strong shoulder pressure, and you're gonna dip your hip into them, so the hip towards the head. And start circling out. Feed them shoulder pressure, give them some shoulder pressure, and you can dig this lapel out, and then pass it in. Okay? We can do a similar setup. We have our arm spiked. We can feed them a little bit of shoulder pressure, and take the knee and start to pin it over, and keep them a little bit rocked up on his side as our head is down, and pass it up. Or in a similar situation, if I have this passed up and I'm trying to get this up into this pocket, very sneaky, I can actually turn my hip out and pass this to my mouth. I would not do teeth, but lips the best you can. Keep it down low, work your hips out, use your head to bring it close, and then catch the tail here. He won't feel any of that because it's literally not attached to you. Okay, so all those setups. All right, we're gonna do a ninja choke from side control, which is lapel choke from the side that you're gonna open towards his hip. So however we wind up there, like me personally, I like to always have an arm spiked because it just gets it out of the way. You're gonna apply shoulder pressure. You're gonna open up your lapel, take the slack out. You're gonna pass it under his arm if he's framing, and to this hand. Okay? You can disguise this sometimes by pushing his hip away, pulling it out, and keeping it up on his side, and then passing it through the pocket as he's framing to this hand. Once you catch it, all you're gonna do is pop up, put your head on this side, and project your weight forward. So this is gonna catch on this side, and your blade is actually gonna catch a little bit on this side. So as you pop up, you're gonna turn your head this way, all right? Turn and project your weight forward. Got me? That's right, got it.
Do one more.
Huh?
Do one more.
Got control. Move it in, move it out. Cut. Okay, we're gonna do an Ezekiel from side control with a lapel, but we're gonna do a little something weird. So you're gonna pull your tail out, and you're gonna pass your hand inside the loop this way. And you're gonna pass it up to your other hand, and once it's past the other hand, your hand will then be placed for your Ezekiel. So here, loop, hand goes in the hole, like so. Pass it up. There we go. Pretty easy. Same thing. I like to have his arm spiked. I can pass this up for control, nice and tight. I can give him a little bit of love with the shoulder. I can turn the hip out. I can spike it this way if I like. I can even turn my hip into him and really feed him some shoulder pressure just because as I'm digging this lapel out. And it's the outside lapel towards his hip. I make my loop, come back in. If he's framing on my face, I just pass it through to here. I pull the elbows and knuckles back, hand goes through, punch it, and start my scissoring action. Okay, so all those setups being included, we can chain one from the next. So if we start a little bit of shoulder pressure, I go ahead and dig my lapel out and pass it through here. I start to pull through for my Ezekiel and he catches my hand. I'm gonna keep trying to drive this in and sell the fact that I want him to get at this stuff while this hand starts to pull out. I pull this out, post, turn, and project to finish up the first choke, or ninja choke.